Cyclones, taking on another team from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Jayhawks will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Cyclones offense will have the ball first. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others, that they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Hayes. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Reads it, fires complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Offense gets set for second down. Looking for room, it's Isaac. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
Makes the catch. It's Isaac. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Well, we see another catch by this guy, and this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing third down. Caught over the middle. It's Hayes. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be first and goal from the 7.
Those third downs are hard to execute, and when you get in the red zone, it gets even harder, but this offense did a great job. Now, forget the 3. We're leaving that behind. Now set up first and goal.
The Cyclones line it up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cyclones!
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Jayhawks offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And Jesse, they've got a running back that they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over you.
It's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going.
Breaks into the open. The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the... And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Jayhawks.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they tacked on the extra point. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He'll ride his man on the option. And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield.
I just love the individual one-on-one effort by the defense there. Offense trying to go option, QB keeps it, but just too many defenders winning their one-on-one battles, defeating blocks, and getting the tackle for life.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. And the Cyclones want to move quickly.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosion.
There he goes. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The Cyclones are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
And the Cyclones trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Some misdirection with the counter. And the runner is down, and so is the flag.
Illegal blocking back.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Cyclones now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He wants to throw it again. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Now, a lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Arkansas is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Hogs have gotten up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Georgia. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Jayhawks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to throw, it's Marshall. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Bringing it back.
And how about this defense, man? You talk about providing a spark and some energy. They make the big interception. I think most importantly, Jesse, set their offense up in ridiculous field position.
And that's one thing this defense practices so much throughout the week, right? It's creating turnovers. They are so opportunistic on that side of the football. And they've got athletes. They've got dudes that are dangerous once they get the ball in their hands. And you saw it right there on that tremendous return.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Cyclones! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone.
Kansas, 7.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his 2nd PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Looking for a crease, it's Stewart. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Sends it back in motion. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Jayhawks will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. This has been a good day for the offense and a particularly outstanding performance from the quarterback. They've been playing pitch and catch at an elite and there have been no answers defensively. To the air on first down. Flips it out on the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Wants to fire on second down. Finds his man. It's Isaac. Racing to the right. The 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Iowa State. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you've got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Looking to pass. It's Marshall. Snagged out of the air. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Give to the running back. Got the first down and more. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
When I go into every game, I want to get my running back going. I want to get the ground game going, and he has. This afternoon, over 100 yards now, showed you a little bit of everything in the run game, and that's why this offense has been humming.
Might as well give it to him again. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Stewart. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play. They give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
Steps away to find some room. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Iowa State sending the offense back out. And one thing we know about this junior signal caller, he is capable of putting on an aerial show. He's guided his offense with precision, and most of all, he has taken care of the football.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Runs through the tackle. It's loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He's into the open down the middle. Touchdown, Rock Chop. How about this defense taking
way they break on the football, swarm to the football. This is why you do it, because sometimes the ball comes out, the linebacker picks it up, and tell you what, the big fella shows some speed, takes it all the way back for 6.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. This guy's been around a while, and in his junior season showing complete command of the offense. He's been turnover-free. They're moving the ball up and down the field. A really mature performance. He's in open space downfield. There he goes. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Cyclones.
Offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Georgia Tech will need to mount a comeback, but those fans that were there when Calvin Johnson was a 2-time All-American know this game is not over. They're trailing by 10 to North Carolina. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Off the play fake on first down to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? And the Jayhawks come to the line in the hurry-up. Here's the handoff. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Back to pass, it's Marshall. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. The pull and throw off the RPO. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Now we'll hang on here. The coach is calling a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the ground with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. That's reeled in. It's Anderson. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
And the Cyclones are threatening in the red zone. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Grab near the marker is Hoffman. Touchdown, Iowa State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
42, Kansas, 14.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Stewart. Oh, he's got a chance. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll move the tight end. Wants to throw. It's Marshall. Fires it down the seam. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. The offense changing the play. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. With the catch, it's Weeks. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Jayhawks headed quickly to the line. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Looking for a deep man. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere there today in Lawrence.
The Cyclones will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Going to the run to start this 2nd half. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive units.
Quarterback may change this route. Dropping back, it's Marshall. Fires to the right. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Got his man. Oh, he's got some space. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Hold on.
What an unfortunate penalty there. They thought they'd converted the fourth down. Instead, they'll have to try it again. And the Jayhawks send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. On the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Caught in the backfield, it's Anderson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
On third down, going up top. Snagged in the middle, it's Hayes. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
A shot toward the end zone. Picked off. What a play by this defense.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it up.
They can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. Motion from the back. Dropping back, it's Marshall. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Just going to keep it after the snap. Breaks into the open. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Jayhawks racing to the line in a hurry-up. Little touch pass to the receiver. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Jayhawks line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
And on defense, you make the tackle after the catch for a first down. Now you got to go get lined up again because the offense is going fast.
Wants to throw it. Got his man. At the 45 on his way. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Jayhawks have it with a 1st and 10.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Wide open downfield. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Back to pass, it's Marshall. Quickly to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up at different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Stewart. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Making side adjustments here. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Stewart. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. And the Jayhawks didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. From the red zone, looking for a man. Caught in the backfield, it's Stewart. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a man. It's Marshall. Lets it go to the end zone. Pass is broken up. Incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
I know we're in the 3rd quarter, but because they're trailing like they are, they're right now in 4-down mode every single drive. You throw an incompletion down in the red zone, this is a no-brainer. They're going to be throwing it again, and we'll see if the defense can step up here.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 4th down, looking to pass. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense.
On the double. Let's go.
From the gun to give, looking for room. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Second down, he'll throw it. Got a man, it's Anderson. He's out past the 35. Gets enough for the 1st down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the 3rd quarter. past the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking to throw on first down. Can't connect on his first throw.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best third down offenses in the country. And the Cyclones will punt it away on 4th down. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
The Jayhawks moving quickly to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Marshall. Pulls it in. It's Stewart. And they pick up just a few on that completion. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Going up top again. Skips away from pressure. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the 4th quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Pocket breaking down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Gets the back moving. From the red zone, looking for a space. A little floater there that falls incomplete.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
Setting up the screen. Turn. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
And they did tack on the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
And it just means more in the SEC. And take a look at how things are playing out here. Arkansas is just getting blown off the field right now, and it may continue to get worse before it gets better. If it gets better. What a shocker today in Fayetteville. They're trailing by 28 to Georgia. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Running back searching for a hole.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Got it behind the line. It's Anderson. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. To the air, it's Marshall. Gets it out quickly. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. And the Jayhawks want to crank the tempo.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Weeks. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Jayhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Wants to go up top on first down. And the rush will get to him at the 25. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Cyclones with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Cyclones are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. They've got the screen set up. They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the first down. The Cyclones will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. To the air, it's Marshall. Oh, they're after him. That's caught. It's Stewart.
I know a lot of people don't like to prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
Takes a hit as he fires. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Here's the give off the left side. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
So now it's 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of that.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
And the Cyclones will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. And the returner will be dragged down. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know,
he unleashes a long one. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W.